Hello and welcome to the CDO Magazine interview series. I am Leonard Maganza with Syniti, and we are partnering with CDO Magazine, MIT, CDO IQ, and International Society of Chief Data Officers in a series of interviews. And welcome. Today, I have the pleasure of talking with Ethiraj Purushothaman, the head of advanced analytics and data science at Best Buy. How do we raise up data leaders in an organization, and what are kind of the skill sets that you think that they need?
It's a very good question, and it is very foundational for building data capabilities and data-driven culture within the organization. So the data-driven leaders, in my view, are very key for making a decision based on data-based evidence as well as human reasoning. And so the data-driven leaders need to continuously look for evidence. So I think it's all about having the right mindset of making sure that they are always looking for evidence based on data. And also the other most important thing is asking the right questions. So they need to be able to ask the right questions and the answers for which will help them in confirming a hypothesis, or it can help them in discovering new insights. So I think in my view, the biggest attribute would be the mindset change within the organization. And then obviously there are a few other skill sets in terms of what are the basic things that they need to learn about the data analytics for them to be able to, one, ask the right questions from a business problem solving point of view, and two, also whenever they get any insights, they should be able to understand and then also even question those insights, and also have the right level of confidence to act on those insights. So the next is the right level of skill sets from a data analytics, more from a consumption point of view, in terms of what to look for and how to use the outputs so that they can actually derive the maximum value. And I think this is very, very important because at Best Buy, we are actually focused on building an amazing analytics team that is actually working on the top priority for the company. And in fact, data and analytics strategy is a key asset for the company, and it's a key difference maker for the company. Mm-hmm. And so if you have the right data leadership, we also believe that we will be able to build the right environment in which we can actually make Best Buy the best place to work for world-class analytics talent. And then we are trying to do that by many different things, and few of them are by trying to encourage a learning culture where they can actually grow, drive more personal growth, and valuing diversity and experiences, and also helping them to drive or encouraging them more to adopt interdisciplinary approach so that they can actually create more innovation, so that they can not only thrive, but they can also make a difference for the company every day. Yeah. And I think from a data-driven leadership point of view, and also driving the data-driven culture, so there are a few other things which are important, which is executive sponsorship. And that is the single most thing that can actually make or break in terms of driving success. So at Best Buy, we have very strong executive sponsorship. In fact, Elevate Data Strategy is one of the top enterprise priority, and we have complete support from the entire senior leadership team. Second, I believe it's important to have the right approach in terms of delivering quick wins, so that when people see and experience more wins, then they will adopt much faster. And third, which is more important, is the experimentation, test and learn culture. So the senior leaders within the organization should actually push for more and more of testing their ideas, learning from their ideas, and then making course correction based on the learnings. And in fact, this will also help drive the discipline of dependency on data, so that it can truly drive the data-driven culture.
Hey, look, you just articulated in maybe 5 words, and I'll repeat them, right? A great methodology, certainly to be a data-driven organization, and maybe to accomplish, any strategic initiative. Leadership, culture, quick wins, test and learn, right? I mean, these are absolutely foundational. Look, I really appreciate your transparency today and your insights. I know it's a massive amount to absorb, but I'm going to ask you one more question, see if how transparent you can be here. What's one thing you'd never do again? Like you've gone down a lot of great paths, and you kind of have a vision, and you're continuing to progress up the maturity curve, right? No one's at the perfect state. Obviously, it's always a journey. But what's one thing that you'd say, hey guys, I tried this. Don't try that.
I think one thing that I have tried to improve, I would say probably improve is. I think based on all my experience and the learning so far, it is important to be able to communicate the data solution that you build in the right way to the executive business stakeholders. So there are some stakeholders where you might have to go deeper, but in many cases you'll have to abstract that at the right level. So I think initially when we all began, we have the desire to share more information with the stakeholders because of all the great work that the teams have done. I think what is important, and one of the key lessons from my experience is all about how do you abstract and then tell the story. So it's all about storytelling. So I think that's one thing that I would say it's a continuous journey for me in terms of how do you keep improving on telling better story through data so that the stakeholders can quickly get the output that we are trying to deliver, and what is the action that they need to take to drive better decisions.
Yeah, we all have to be marketers at some level, right? Everybody wants a narrative, right?
Absolutely.
Let's keep your interest and show value at the same time. It's a good aspirational goal, but yeah, you have to keep that in the forefront of our mind. It's not just about a task list. Hey, listen, thank you, Ethiraj, for joining me today. And thank you, guests, for listening. And please visit cdomagazine.tech for additional interviews.
Thanks, Leonard. And thanks, CDO, for the opportunity.